this is what's wrong with us, right? When you flip things back on people, because we can all sit here and look at people who do drugs and try to pathologize the community and whatnot, but we all participate in it. And like to say, oh, well, people are influenced. No, we do what we want to do. You have your drug of choice, whatever it may be, whether that's drinking, whether that's sex, whether that's music, whether that's a number of things, whether that's video games, whether that's such and such. But we'll look at certain things in the community and be like, oh, well, that's really bad, but what I do is okay.
Sweeney, we're not about to sit up here and compare playing video games to fentanyl.
Well, honestly, I try to keep.
Whitney Houston ain't never rapped about it.
I honestly try to keep it at just
audacity.
And sex either. Don't do it.
We're not gonna do that.
Not an addiction.
It can be, but we're not gonna do that.
It can be, but that's a natural thing too.
People not dropping dead, and they didn't create Narcan for you having too many orgasms. Sweeney.
Okay, fair.
We're not gonna do that.
Fair.
Sex is natural. Drugs are not natural.
Ah, Jesus Christ! I started with alcohol though.
That's bullshit.
I started with alcohol.
Sweeney, when it comes, you started with bruising with alcohol, and he pled the fifth. Alcohol is a more manageable drug for most of the population. Yes, just like I can walk through a casino and not spend $1 on any gambling, is not the same as if I go choose to walk through a damn trap house in the middle of the hood.
That is
dangerous. It's not the same thing.
That is dangerous to say, considering the fact there are a lot of alcoholics out there that lose their life to alcoholism. Just like there are a lot of drug addicts out there. I would like to say
alcohol is much.
That is not fair to say.
I would say it's much worse.
I'm not gonna say that it's much worse.
More people.
I'm not gonna say that it's much worse or anything. I'm just simply saying that we know that alcoholism is very bad in our community as well. In any community. This ain't even just the mere fact that we even making it just simply about the Black community is that drugs is not a problem around the world by and large. Every group has their problem with drug use.
Sweeney, every last one. What we do know, let's stop. What we do know is that Justin Bieber and Justin Timberlake are not rapping about snorting lines of coke and popping perks. That's what we do know. But what we can say within our music and our culture, like what we started the conversation about, is that our music promotes the drug usage. That is the difference. It's tons of, I went to mixed schools my entire life. It's tons of kids that cosplay Black music. Yeah, they buy it. Yeah, they know the words to it. Yeah, they sing it. Yeah, they support it. But guess what? They not doing whatever the music is talking about. But you know who is? The Black kids are. Even the ones who weren't raised in the hood, they still
even if we made the argument, that it's not always in their music. There's drug use.
What's cap?
That other communities are not using drugs or leaning towards drugs.
Sweeney, what did I say? You said that white musicians are not promoting. I said white musicians are not promoting drug usage within their music like our culture. What about that is cap?
But they are.
They are.
Tell me what white are.
You hear it in rock music right now.
I'm a choreographer, so tell me.
You hear it in rock music, and you also hear it in country music. They promote drug use and alcoholism every single day.
Give me the artist who talks about popping mollies and Percocets and snorting cocaine and drinking lean. Give me the white artist right now, Sweeney.
U2 song's Bad is actually about drugs, right? U2 song in 1987.
Really?
The Beatles, Got to Get You Into My Life, is about drugs. That song is about drugs.
The fact that you had to point that out, nobody knew what that song was.
1990 debut album.
Because you don't know what the song is, doesn't mean that it's not.
I do know the song, Sweeney.
The Beatles, though, the Beatles are way more popular than Future.
So just concede to the fact.
It's not on the same level. It's not on the same level.
What we're saying, instead of just trying to demonize it in our culture, we have to a frame of reference, right? So when we start talking about,
y'all just arguing just to argue at this point.
Things we need to at least do some research on it, because it's crazy. Fleetwood Mac, Gold Dust Woman. That's about drugs. Plain simple. Like we can go on and on. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let Ru go.
Did I not start like 30 minutes ago and talk about
you're not listening to those songs.
Did I not bring up rock? I was raised on rock music and Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks and all of them. You can't educate me. I'm a choreographer. Nobody on here can educate me on music. What I'm telling you is when I started the conversation back before, I started with rock music. Did I not start with heroin usage and rock music? Did I not say that over 20 minutes ago? But when I skipped ahead to 2024, the white artists, other than a freaking Mac Miller, you cannot tell me a white artist in 2024 that is rapping about drug usage like our artists are. Why can't we like call a spade a spade? Like Darwin is saying, like y'all are trying to pull back the 70s artists and it don't even make no sense.
Okay, Amy Winehouse, Lil Xan, Lil Pump, Lil Perk, who's the like? It's not that many. MGK, I think he be talking about that shit too. Eminem was talking about it for a long time. Like he probably was the first person in the rap song I heard talking about prescription pills.
It sounds like
again, they're in rap culture. They're in black music. They're literally in the black music lane. Other than Amy Winehouse, everybody else you just named are in the black music lane.
First list I gave was rock and roll, and you were saying you already did that. Then you said name a white artist. So then I went and named white artists in hip hop that do it.
I think Rufus was trying to get in there.
And considering the fact that the group that listens to hip that has the largest demographic as far as listening to hip hop, the ones that are in the stadiums watching them do the music, also are white. We're sitting over here we're pathologizing black folks for shit that happens in every single community. Every single community has music that promotes, if not promotes, drug use.
My turn. Thank you. All right.
I didn't speak for like damn near an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You gotta let him.
It's all good though, JR. It's all good.
He was cut off.
You ain't finished. I thought you were saying the same thing that you was just saying. So I was like,
it's all good. Go ahead.
All right. So if I listen to Sweeney and Law, like y'all make excuses for everything when we're trying to make a point. We're trying to get something done. We're trying to create a solution. You getting mad and you arguing the point is not solving anything. We're over here making these faces because we get frustrated because this is how we get away from trying to get a solution. Yes, it's drugs in some of these white people's music, but we're talking about a majority of our artists. I don't know those white artists that you're talking about, but they have country, they have love songs. They're allowed to have all types of songs. I'm walking through the supermarket. They can talk about love. They can talk about anything. The only thing we talk about is the same thing: the drugs, the murder, and all of these things, right? And we know they are getting a check for it. We know it's propaganda. We know that people are selling their soul to do this stuff. What we're trying to say is a majority of our stuff, we got one-sided. Back in the day, it used to be positive black music and negative black music. Now we have no positivity to balance it out. Do we have positive artists? Absolutely. But are they on the main stage? Are they represent the culture? No. So let's just get to if Casey's telling the truth, why can't we just for a second shut off our need to be right just to hear what she's trying to say? I get it. We're not demonizing black people. We're saying like this is a problem. It's not just our problem. It's not because it's innate in us. It's something that is kind of like perpetuated and pushed and marketed and funded. So there's all types of forces that we don't see behind it. So no, we're not demonizing black people. We're saying, oh, black people just got to talk about drugs. No, they're getting paid to. We're getting paid to look bad. Why don't we come up with a code to say, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore. If you guys want to do this for a check, we're not going to support your music anymore. But if we keep arguing a point like, oh, it's not bad, we're not bad people, let us do it. You white people do it too. We're just not going to get the solutions that we need.
It's their music.
We're not
talk about
hold on, y'all. Let Sweeney finish.
It's their music. Either you listen to it or you don't. Their music, they can sing about and talk about whatever the hell they want to sing about and talk about. It's their music. You don't want to listen to it.
Love?
Hold on, let Sweeney finish.
They do talk about love. There are plenty of artists that talk about love. In fact, the artists that we're even talking about talk about love in some of their songs. They talk about being done wrong. They talk about playing people and when it comes to love. They talk about losing relationships. They talk about gaining them. There's a number of artists that talk about black music isn't just about murdering and drugs. There's plenty of there's a whole plethora of black music that talks about a plethora of things. So if it's their life, they're rapping about their life for the most part. Is there some fake ass motherfuckers out there? Yes, but
you cannot police artistic expression.
Sweeney,
as an artist, as a filmmaker, you cannot.
Y'all are so hypocritical.
What we're gonna bring up?
You cannot police artistic expression.
Y'all want to tear Tyler Perry down because of the images that he put out to the black community on black women being so hurt and beat down by black men. Y'all like so hypocritical on this whole conversation. Like we were literally on an education tip from Sherelle to Bruiser to Chanel and Ruth and Trev. We literally were talking and educating people on drugs and what our community. We were talking to a point of education and uplifting, and we need to be aware. Where did the conversation shift to? Well, white people do it too
because somebody has a difference of opinion on the topic. The difference was we have a difference of opinion on the topic. You all spoke.
Law, what's the difference?
The difference is
I just want to throw in there that our music.
Hold on.